want to elevate your lamb chops to the next level, this is the perfect recipe for you. Hi, I'm Sharmi and today I'm making Indian spiced lamb chops. These lamb chops will be rich, spicy and full of flavor. This is a very quick and easy recipe, but it comes out really well. I will also make a mint sauce that will really go well with the richness of the lamb. I'm making this dish based on your requests, so please keep the suggestions coming. 98% of my viewers have not subscribed, so please subscribe and press the notification icon. So let's get started. Let's talk about the lamb. I'm using this lamb loin chops. They look really great. You can also use shoulder chops, which are cheaper, or a rack of lamb, which are more expensive. If you're using rack of lamb, you can cut them into chops. I have around a kilo of these chops. Let's talk about the marinade. I'm using 1 tablespoon of coriander powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, 1 teaspoon of my homemade garam masala, but you can also use a store-bought one. 2 teaspoon of Kashmiri chilli powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of pepper flakes. Adjust the heat according to your preference. 4 cloves of garlic and 1 inch of ginger. I preferred fresh ginger garlic paste because that brings out more flavor. You can also use a store-bought one or ginger garlic powder. You will need 2 teaspoons of ginger powder and 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. 1 tablespoon of fresh coriander. If you don't like the flavor of coriander, you can substitute it with parsley. 1.5 teaspoon of salt, oil and 2 green chilies, which are optional. Let's make the marinade. I will finally grate the ginger garlic to get a smoother paste. I always use frozen chilies because it's easy to grate. Finely chop the coriander as well. I'm using a mortar and pestle because it's easy, but if you want to use a grinder, that's perfectly fine. First, I will put the coriander and salt and grind into a paste. The salt will help in grinding. Did you see how smoothly the salt helps us to grind the coriander? Now I will add the grated ginger garlic and chilies. Now I will add the rest of the spices and the oil. Mix them well. I will add a little bit more because I need a paste. My paste is looking good. Just look at the shine. It's looking beautiful. If your paste is not coming together, add a little bit more oil. Make sure it's a smooth paste. If there are any chunks in there, it will burn while cooking. My paste is ready. Let's marinate the lamb. Make sure both sides of the chops are coated evenly. I will let it marinate for 30 minutes. In the meantime, let's make the mint sauce. This is what I'm using for my mint sauce. Around 2 to 3 tablespoons of coriander, 1 tablespoon of mint. Coriander should be twice the amount of mint. 1 clove garlic, 1 small green chili, little bit of lemon juice, 4 tablespoons of yogurt and salt to taste. I will chop them finely. I'm going to put everything in the mortar and pestle and grind them, except the yogurt. You can also use a grinder instead. Grind it into a paste. Now I will add the yogurt. My mint sauce is ready. My lamb chops have marinated. Let's start cooking. The best way to cook the lamb chops is to fry them on high heat for 1 to 2 minutes and finish them in the oven. I have preheated my oven to 200 degrees Celsius or 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm using a cast iron pan because I can put them directly in the oven. Put the heat on high. Let the pan heat up. My pan is smoking hot. Now I will add the oil. Spread it evenly. Let the oil heat up. Now my pan is really hot. This is the perfect time to add the chops. Don't overcrowd the pan. Cook it till you develop a crust. This should take approximately 1 to 2 minutes depending on the size of your chops. It's 1 minute. Can you see a nice sear? Sear for less time on the other side. I will put it in the oven now. I have put a 5-minute timer. They're looking done. I'm going to take it out. I will take it out of the pan because my pan is really hot. It will overcook the chops. I will let it rest for 10 minutes. In the meantime, I will make the next batch. I will just clean up the leftover spices from the oil. Otherwise, it will burn and give a bitter flavor. That should be good enough. I will add a little bit of oil. Now I'm going to add the rest of the lamb chops. I took out the second batch in 4 minutes. This gave me a rarer chop. If you prefer your chops to be underdone, adjust the time accordingly. This will also depend on the size and the thickness of your chops. My Indian spice lamb chops are ready. There is a nice char on the top. It's looking delicious and tempting. So let's give it a try. Wow, it's so nicely cooked. It's so tender. Look at that. That's perfectly cooked. And the spice is complementing the lamb so nicely. The dipping sauce adds a burst of freshness which goes so well with the lamb. This might be the best way to eat lamb chops. Give this dish a try. It's so easy to make. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what I should cook next. Please like, share and subscribe, and see you in the next video.